Be true to Web3 ideals, but do not try and sell people Web3 because they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So really, we're all used to things like buttons and reward systems. We've seen Reddit do a great job with this already, and they've already integrated a token. So the big unlock is making it easy for people. Where makes it easy? I think one of the single biggest points of entry is tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets for anything, particularly events at scale. You can get, if you held a metaverse festival of music and got some of the biggest bands in the world there, like Coachella, but on the internet.
Yeah.
You could get 100 million people into NFTs immediately. Just because, as long as you've got a wallet integration, you can just drop it to them. And there are now wallets that you don't even know. You don't need to know what chain it's on or anything. It's like, here's your thing. So that's how Starbucks have been doing it. And that's how several brands have been doing it. That's how Ticketmaster have been doing it. Ticketmaster Genius said, well, every time you get a Ticketmaster ticket, much like your Apple wallet or whatever, you can put your ticket in your Ticketmaster wallet, right? So for easy access, they made their Ticketmaster wallet Web3.
Mm-hmm.
So then every time you go to an event, they drop you NFTs. So now you've got NFTs. You've not done anything. You don't know anything about blockchain, and you don't need to. These are just digital assets that move around. So you guys have the greatest property on earth to do this, which is YouTube.
After months of tears and tantrums, Bitcoin wants to split up with stock markets. The cryptocurrency, which has been closely correlated with tech stocks for most of its torrid 2022, is staging one of its strongest efforts yet to break away. Its 30-day correlation with the Nasdaq slid to 0.26 last week, its lowest level since early January, where a measure of 1 indicates the two assets are moving in lockstep. Hello and welcome to Money Talks. In today's video, Real Vision CEO Raoul updates about his views on Bitcoin, Web3, NFTs, and altcoins. Raoul explains why crypto adoption is happening at an unprecedented rate and why big institutions are joining the race. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video where Raoul reveals his crypto portfolio and major allocations.
When somebody tapped me on the shoulder in 2012 and said, have you looked at Bitcoin? I'd seen Bitcoin. I'm a macro guy. It's my job to see new assets as they rise. And the moment I saw it and it explained to me how blockchain worked and what Bitcoin was itself, I sat down, thought about it, wrote the first ever macroeconomic strategy paper about Bitcoin in 2013, and looked at it versus gold. I said, well, if this is digital gold, so this is the new version of digital gold, and we can build the entire financial system rails on blockchain, so we know who owns what, which is the key issue I saw at the massive global level. Okay, this is valuable. So I compared it to gold and got a valuation of $1 million. And Bitcoin was $200. Okay, this is the best reward you'll ever see in your entire life. So then I always discount myself for being an idiot. So I said, I'm 90% an idiot, maybe 10% right. But let's assume that it's worth 100 grand. It's $200. This is still the best risk reward you'll ever see. So I bought it then. And then I've been on that journey in crypto from Bitcoin, then seeing smart contracts rise, seeing how every contract, even me coming today on this Zoom, is essentially a contract over email. And, speaking with you personally is like, yes, I will do that. It's a contractual term. Every ticket, every hotel room, everything's a contract. And then you start realizing, oh my God, this is all going on blockchain rails. So not just the financial system, not just a currency, but basically every part of our digital world is going to end up on blockchain technology.
The total market cap for cryptocurrencies has shrunk by more than 2/3 to $984 billion from nearly $3 trillion in November 2021, according to CoinMarketCap. Market participation has also dwindled, with the average daily trading volume of digital asset products falling from 61.3 million as of October 25th, far from the daily volumes of around $70 million seen last November.
Google or Alphabet's a classic example of network effects, right? It's a network company that has allowed application layers to be built on top of it. So what you've got is enormous value. It's the
Mhm.
same with Facebook. It's the same with a bunch of these. The difference here in this, what makes this the fastest adoption of any technology in all recorded history, it's twice the speed the internet got adopted at, which itself was the fastest adoption of any technology in history, is because unlike Facebook, if you're a Facebook user, you get to use the Facebook network. But that's the only benefit you get,
Mhm.
while the shareholders make all the money. In this new world, if you're a token holder, you get to participate in the network and also the value accretion from the network. So it becomes super viral in how it
Mhm.
works.
The dollar wealth held in bitcoins that haven't been traded for 3 months or more is at an all-time high, indicating accumulation by long-term holders or hodlers, according to blockchain data firm Glassnode. The name for that group of diehard crypto investors emerged years ago from a trader misspelling of hold on an online forum. Furthermore, a record of 55,000 Bitcoin were withdrawn from the largest exchange Binance on October 26, according to analytics platform CryptoQuant showed. Flows that typically signal coins are moving to wallets for longer-term storage.
Macro situation that we talked about,
Mhm.
right? Because nobody can deploy capital. I mean, everyone's either cutting staff or lowering their budgets. And so what I'm seeing is every large corporation, anybody with brand, community, or any of these is working hard like you guys are on figuring out what does Web3 mean for us.
Mhm.
Some people are super far advanced, like, a lot of people don't realize Ticketmaster has issued more NFTs than any company in the world, 10 million NFTs. So there's people already catapulting, but all the big Web2 players are involved. Everybody in the financial system is involved. Everybody. And Goldman's been involved in this since 2015.
Mhm.
So you just don't see it really because they're cautiously moving forwards because of regulatory issues. But everybody knows that this is where it's all going. So we're seeing, I've never seen anything like it personally. It's kind of a little bit like the internet, but it's just, as I said, faster paced and actually larger in scope, which sounds crazy, but it is because it accrues value itself to these protocol layers.
Mhm.
So there's this massive value accretion that comes. So if I compare where we are now, call it $1 trillion of asset valuation in digital assets, well, almost all the traditional asset markets are 200 to 300 trillion each.
Mhm.
We're going to get there in probably 10 to 15 years. I mean, this will be the fastest accumulation of value the world has ever seen.
Mhm.
Fastest and largest. Bigger than oil, bigger than the internet. It's a very, very different thing. It's quite the phenomenon.
Heavy outflows from exchanges could potentially indicate some large buyers are sniffing out the end of the bear market. Yet it's anyone's guess whether fickle Bitcoin will begin to rally or slide anew, or if it will swiftly rebound to the embrace of technology stocks. Profit-taking was already a hot topic in recent days, with on-chain indicators suggesting that the temptation would become considerable should Bitcoin pass $21,000 more convincingly. So what are your thoughts about Web3? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.